Greetings everyone, this is Natweta here from Bsaf University, doing Bachelor's Science in Accounting and Finance. I'm going to take you through computerized accounting. So we're going to look at QuickBooks software, and that is our question. And it reads: the accounts department of Mark Traders Company Limited dealers in used and new motorcycles and their spare parts. We have the PO box. So the question is saying that we use QuickBooks accounting software to create a company in the names of Mark Traders Company Limited, whose reporting currency is UGX. So we are going to our QuickBooks. We say detailed start. We input our Mark Traders Company Limited, and have it in the street address. We say PO box. C is 234, and the city is Mbarara. Our country by default is US. We go to others. So it is, the email is mark at Africa online .co.ug. Say next. We choose automotive sales and repair. Say next. It is sole proprietorship. It is January. We skip the password. Say next. We create our folder on the desktop. I already have it, which is Natweta here, BSU. I open, I save, and wait for it to load. So it is already, it has loaded. Say next. Both services and goods. Say next. Say next. Go with the recommended options. You want to track inventory? Say yes. Say next. So do we have employees? Yes. So we go the beginning. 1st January. Say next. We say next. Then we go to setup. So we wait for it to load. So we start working. We shall start by changing our currency into multiple currencies. We're going to edit. We say preferences. We go to multiple currencies. We say company preferences. We say use more than one currency. Say yes. Say go to more currencies. Say it is Uganda shillings. We make it active. What? We say yes. Then we say okay. It's okay. Then we are going to remove the warnings. We are going to go to edit, go back to edit, then preferences, say accounting, we say company preferences, we uncheck this and this, then we say okay. Our first transaction, they are saying the company operates the company operates a bank account of Centenary. So we go back to our QuickBooks, we go to chart of accounts, we say we create a new bank. Centenary Bank is under bank. We input the name Centenary. Centenary Bank. So the account number is 95 0011. We will save and new. We also have petty cash. Petty cash is also under bank. We save and cross. So next transaction, we are looking at customers. Customers, we have COM traders. We go back. So we are going to home. Say customers. We have COM traders. Go to new customer job. We create new customer. It is COM traders. Traders. The opening balance is 3 million. Then our date is 1st of January 2023. So we are going to copy this. Shouldn't be pasting. Say okay. Then our next customer is Peter done. Our date, put it, have no opening balance. We say okay. Then we go to Munene Auto. Munene Auto dealers. Our opening balance is 1 million. Then the date, our date is 1st of January 2023. We go to the next customer. Our next customer is Class Motor Spares. Class Motor Spares. So our opening date is this. Then the opening balance is 800. We say okay. Then now we got suppliers. Going to home. Suppliers are also vendors. So we add new vendor. Our new vendor, first vendor is cover resistors. Cover resistors. We have our opening balance is 1,700,000. Our opening date, it is 1st of January. We say okay. We go to the next. The next is Masaka Traders. Masaka Traders, we have 1,500,000. So the opening date, now 1st of January. We go to Madra, our next vendor. Madra importers. Importers, we don't have the opening balance. The date is 1st of January. Say next. No, it's okay. We got our next transaction, which is about inventory. Go back home. We say this. So go to the new item. You say new item. First item we have motorcycles. Motorcycles. We enable the unit of measure. Say next. It is rounded under each. We don't have it, so we go to other. Next, we create it. It is unit. Can call it U. Then we finish. So our description is IV 001. Then the cost is 4 million. Then the selling price is 4,800,000 is under sales, so don't have the vendor on hand. We have 8. The date, the variant, say okay. Then we go to the next inventory item. It's under what we say it is generators. Our unit of measure, it is unit. Our description is IV 002. The cost is 2,700,000. Then the selling price is 3,500,000. So it is also under sales. Say on hand we have 6. Then we have the opening date. It is 1st January. Say okay. Then we go to the next inventory item, which is oil. It is in liters. So say is under volume. We say next. Say liters. Finish. The description is IV 003. Then the cost, it is 10,000. Then the selling price is 16,000. It is under sales. Say on hand we have 10. So we say okay. Then we go to the next item, which is servicing. Say inventory item is under service. It is servicing. Don't have the unit of measure. Then the rate, our rate is 30,000. Description, we have IV 004. Account, we create it. It is under service. Service. Just save, close, then okay. So we are going to our additional information. Our additional information, we say on January deposited 40 million into the bank account, meaning our capital increased. So we are going to chart of accounts. We right click, we say make journal entries. So we shall, it was on 2nd, so we change the date to 2nd. We are going to debit our bank. We are going to debit our bank, which is Centenary, with 40 million. So we are going to credit our capital, but we don't have capital, so we created it. It is under equity. We continue. Capital. And the description, you can say save and cross. So it is saved. So go to save and new. Our next transaction is withdraw. Withdraw money. It was on 2nd and 3rd. Withdraw money from the bank for business use, meaning it went into petty cash, which is 10 million. Then we credit our bank because it was withdrawn from the bank, which is Centenary Bank. We save and new. Have another transaction on 3rd. They are saying obtain the 5-year bank loan. So our bank was debited with 100 million. So when liabilities are increasing, we credit them. If it is under loan, we create a loan account. It is a loan. This loan account, save, credit it with that amount. So we save and cross. So we go back to our question. We are on here, bank loan. So we are going to 4th, sold 5 motorcycles and 3 generators by and the cash was deposited, was banked immediately. So we go back home. So the soil cashes, we go to create sales receipts. They are saying sold 5 motorcycles, but they have not given us the name of the customer, so we shall let the customer to be like John. So we say okay. So John paid cash. The item was motorcycles. Bought 5 motorcycles. Then went on and bought 3 generators. Generators were 3 generators. So we can save and cross. We can change the date. The date was was 4th. Say save and cross. We go to our next transaction. So they are saying bought 100 liters. We shall follow the LPO. We're going to purchase orders. They have not given us the name of the vendor. We shall create our vendor, for example, to be Moses. Say okay. Then we go to our item. he bought 100 liters of oil, 100. The date was on 6th. Choose our date, say we save and close. So go to our next transaction. So after making a purchase order, we receive the inventory with a bill. Our vendor was Moses. Yes, we check this, we say okay. So we save and close. So here you're seeing the notification. We had forgotten to deposit to the bank. They are saying that we deposited it, so we check this, we say okay, it is centenary, so we save and close. So next transaction, it is on 7th, bought 8 motorcycles by check from Cavalry Traders. So we're going to purchase orders. Our vendor is Cavalry Sisters. The item name is motorcycles. The quantity is 8. Then we go to another item. The date was confirmation date, it is 7th. So now we save and close. And made half payment. So in our question they are saying and made half payment. So we go back to receive inventory. We receive it with a bill. It was Cavalry Sisters. Yes, we tick this one, so we say yes. So the date is clear, we say save and we close. So we got our bills. Remember they said we paid half. It was Cavalry Sisters. It was this order. Then half of 32 million. Half of 32 million is 16. So the payment method was by check. So we check this, it is centenary. We select pay selected bills. We say that we are done. And then we go to the next transaction. The next transaction is sold 10 liters of engine oil and serviced 5 generators, meaning is cash. Got cash. Got create sales receipts. We sold it to who? We don't have the name, so we add the name. For example, John. So say okay. We are saying we made it to be cash. The item was engine oil. The quantity was 10. Then we have another item which is servicing. Serviced 5 generators. So here we have obtained the date. The date is on 10th. So we save and close. So we are seeing our notification. So we think it was not banked, so we put it under petty cash. We change here, put it petty cash. We say okay. We save and close. Our next transaction was on 11th. Sold 60 of the motorcycles and 2 generators for cash to Muna auto dealers at 2% discount. Go back, go to sales. We start from create invoices. The date was on 11th. Let's change it to 11th. Muna, we don't have Muna, so we create a customer. Muna auto dealers. So we say okay. Then we go to item. The item was motorcycles. Then the quantity was 6. So we go to another item. It was 2 generators. Then we save and close. So we are saying that we gave them 2% discount. Go back, we go to receive payments. We received cash from Muna auto dealers. The date was that one. So we check this, say okay, say yes, but we gave them discount of 2%. Is 2%, 0.2. Say multiply it by 35,800,000. So it is under. We create it. We add new. Is under expenses. This discount allowed is under expenses. So put it here. Call it discount allowed. Discount allowed. So we save and close. So here we are done. You can see our discount. So we save and close. So we get this notification. They are saying it is equals. It was not banked, so we leave it under petty cash. So we say petty cash is there. We save and close. So we go back to our question. We are saying January cleared Masaka traders by cash. Then Masaka traders, we go to pay bills. We choose Masaka traders. We click this one. It was paid to 0 balance by cash, meaning we received under petty cash. We say okay. Then we pay selected bills. Say we are done. So our next transaction, they are saying clear the following expenses by check. So we are going to put these expenses under general journal. We go back, we go to chart of accounts. Chart of accounts, we right click. We go to make general journal entries. make journal entries. Say okay. So the date was 12th. Accounts. So we are going to debit all these expenses, then we shall credit Centenary Bank at once. So we are going to create our expenses by going to add a new. So we are under expenses, say continue. Our first expense is fuel. Say we save and cross. The amount on fuel was 600,000. Our next expense is rent. Is under expenses. Say rent. We save and cross. The amount for rent was 200,000. So our next was office cleaning. We also created under expenses. Say office cleaning. Office cleaning, we save and cross. So the amount was 220,000. No, it was 220,000. Got our next expense. We also created is electricity. Electricity. Save. Our amount for electricity was 480,000. So we move to the next item, which was advertising. Also under expense, say advertising. We save and cross. So our amount was 200,000. Then we move on to the next item, which was audit fees. Say audit fees. We save and cross. The amount for audit fees was 200,000. We are going to the next item, which was electricity. We had already created electricity, so we input our amount. Our amount for electricity was 500,000. So we are done with expenses. So we are going to credit all this amount to the bank, because all expenses were paid by check. So we credit all the amounts to Stanbic Bank. So we can go back to our question. We save and cross. So we go back to our question. We are on number 11, saying on 25th January, salary worth 300,000 and VGX 200,000 was paid by cash to Amanda and Katate respectively. So it is also a journal entry. It's a journal entry. paid by cash, so it is by cash. The date, we first change the date 25th, so we are going to debit salary, so we are going to create it. Salary is also under expense. It says salaries, we save and cross. Yeah, we debit it with 300,000. So the name of the what? Say add new. We add now that name was our employee. Say okay. Then we input the name, which is Amanda. We say okay. We leave it as it is. So we go to the next. It is also under salaries. Salary worth 200,000. Then we go back here. We input our employee. Our employee was Katate. So we say okay. We leave it as it is, and we are done. So we are done with entering the salaries. So we are going to credit them. Since they were paid by cash, we shall credit petty cash with 500. So we save and close. So we go back to our question. They are saying UGX 500,000 was withdrawn from the bank for private use, meaning that is a drawing. So we go to make journal entries. We shall the date, we are not given, meaning it is 25th. We shall debit and our drawings is under equity because it reduces our equity. So it is drawings, save. The amount was 500,000. So we are going to credit. It was withdrawn from the bank, so we credit Centenary. And that is okay. So we say save and close. Got our next transaction. Bought a computer for office use at 2 million. Go back to our QuickBooks. We got home. So we shall follow the local purchasing order. So by making purchase orders, our vendor, we were not given a vendor, so we shall assume our vendor to be Kakuru. So we say okay. Our item is a computer. We don't have a computer among the items, so we add it. So computer is under fixed assets because it was going to be used for office use, can be under inventory. Same, we say computer. Our asset account, we also create our asset account called computer. Can call it computers. Say save and close. our description, we don't have the date. Call it the date. We say it is even maybe it was on 25th also. It is 2023. Can put our description. Our description was going to be used for office use. Office use. Say the cost was 2 million. So what can say this one says that so we don't have the sales date. We can say okay. We say save and we cross. So we are going to receive our computer. We will receive it with a bill. Our vendor we had called Mkakuru. We say yes, we tick, then we say okay, we save and it cross. We go back to our question. They are saying enter the above transaction in QuickBooks. We have done it and extract the following reports. Profit and loss report for the month of January 2023. We go back to QuickBooks, shall go to reports. We go to company and financial, say profit and loss standard. So we go here, select all. We export to Excel. Our net income is that one. So go here, we create a new worksheet. So we create new worksheet. Yes, we export. We wait for it to load. Excel. It is loading. So it is Excel. We maximize this. So our profit and loss is that one. So we rename this sheet. We rename it to profit and loss. Profit and the profit and loss report. So can save our Excel report. Go save as. We save it on desktop. We will save it on desktop. I can call this one reports for reports for Mac Limited. We save, say yes. So we have saved our report. So we can create another worksheet and we go back to our QuickBooks. We have to export also. We have to extract our statement of financial position. We go back to reports. We go to company and financial. We go to balance sheet standard. which is our statement of financial position for this month. Is this one, our balance is balancing. So we can also export it to Excel to create a new worksheet. We include it in the existing one. We browse, we go to desktop, we look for our reports for Mark Traders, for Mark Limited. We say we open. So as we are waiting to open, then we export. We are waiting for our spreadsheet to load. Have to be patient. Now our report has loaded. So we are going to rename this sheet. We're going to rename it as balance sheet. Balance sheet. That is our balance sheet. So we are done now. Now we can put our headings. These headings, we insert a row here. So this is a row. We are going to merge these cells like this. We go to format cells, go to alignment. We are going to center them. Here we center. So we are merging cells, so we are okay. So we are inputting our heading, which will be Mark. So Mark Traders. Mark Traders, can say Mark Traders statement. Or financial position. As at 31st of Jan 2020 2023. Now we are done with this one. Can go to our profit and loss, and we also insert the heading, insert a row here. We format cells. Go to format cells, go to alignment, so we center, this one we center, we merge cells, we say okay, this one will be Mark Traders, profit and loss, profit and loss report as for the month of January. For the month of January. So we are done with our reports. So this is the balance sheet and this is the profit and loss account. So we can go back here. So that can go back home. So I'm now done with what I was required to do. So, thank you for watching. Stay blessed.